Happy Monday, pipe smokers. Cigar a fish in your yardo. Snuff abusers. Today is a fine day. Monday, the 20th of January. There might be quite a lot going on in this video today. A bit of a double VR for Skylar, North Georgia Piper. And a new pipe to show you. So I've just watched North J Piper's latest video, Skylar, and he was asking, what's your dream pipe? Now then. I did answer him. I said, my dream pipe is probably this one. I mean, they're all lovely pipes, aren't they? But this one. It's colouring up nicely. I left it natural. And this, I designed a pipe for Clay S's Go. Oak leaves and churchwarden long stem. My honorary cousin Dwight, the pipe smoking knife maker, carved me that beauty, along with when he sent me that fantastic handmade knife. It's my dream pipe. It even clenches. The balance on it's unbelievable. But the thoughtfulness that went into that. I'm smoking some bothy flake. I've had some right inspiration this morning. Smoking some bothy flake in it as well. I watched Mark Backcountry Pipes video. He'd done a venison stew. So I've made a venison stew. And a smoking bothy flake. Told me. I got my bothy flake. I said, I want to do that. I want to have a bowl of that. I'm like we Reaver plug this. I like it sporadically because it just keeps it absolutely special. With dark Virginias, topped with a malt whiskey. It's not super aromatic. I'm not very keen on aromatics, but that's about as aromatic as I'll go. But it's a wonderful, wonderful tobacco. You get all the darkness from the really mature Virginias that have, oh yeah, if you can get it, get it. There's an art to smoking it though. You've got to use a torch lighter. It loves a high temperature to get going, otherwise you'll be there for ages. Don't pack it too tight. Well, Skylar's doing he's asking for some other VRs as well. Reference home blending. Now you all know, if you watch me, you know I like a bit of home blending. And you're saying, what blender do you mix? My Freedom blend. Good day to show that, January 20th, inauguration day, Team Freedom. So that's all dark fired, HH, which potentially we're going to be losing. And any Virginia, a good Virginia. I've done it with Faulkner Flake, smoked all those. That one's with Capstan Gold. You've seen it before. I do the half and half press. It's the old dark fired, and then the Virginia. And just slice it that way, and you get a bit of both. What that does, that makes the ODF into a nice more summer blend. It's worked a treat, and I really do like that one. Then there's another one that I do, which is, I love Perique. So I do a vapor. I've done that one with Fulton Flake, and again, just use a really good Virginia, like Capstan Golds, or any Virginia that you really like. Get some Perique, and in that one I've done it a quarter Perique, so 25% Perique. Because I think the Perique blends that you can buy, there's just not there's not enough in it for me. I love Perique. So my very own vapors that I do. And then there's the other ones where I'll mix up tobaccos that I'm not right keen on. Chuck a bit of Oriental in, chuck a bit of Perique, mix it up. Then there's the pensioners blend, we call it. The scrag ends that are left in jars and tins, chuck them in a jar when it's full, mix them all up. And I pressed it. It's, don't waste your tobacco, use it all up, and mess about and have a laugh with it. So yeah, that's Skylar's asked for a VR on your home blending. If I do win, Skylar, pay it forward, pal, to my honorary cousin Dwight, the pipe smoking knife maker. So I hope I win, and I hope it goes to cousin Dwight. Now, the second part of this, and it's fitted perfect, because I watched Skylar's video this morning and he said about Dream Pines. And it's Meerschaum Monday. So, for over 2 years, I've been searching for a pipe. And I've seen the odd one, not quite the exact one I was after. Just going to put this down. And I was on the Bay of E the other day, and I'm constantly searching for this. And I'll show you why. Here's a picture of my pops. There you go. That was pops in around between 1990 and 1992. I can't remember the exact dates, but that's a Christmas. And my brother was there, my Uncle John and everyone were down. There's some more pictures with everyone around. I think I've shown it when I've done my Uncle John's videos and that. But yeah, maybe 1992. But yeah, early 90s anyway. So that's Dad with one of his Meerschaums. Now, I did managed to get that one, which matches a Meerschaum that he had that I bought him. That Meerschaum is smoking in there. In that picture was, I'm 100% positive it was a gift from Uncle John. And so, Meerschaum by Amber Sully. Original box. Original leaflet. And you can stick with this if you want, or fast forward. But this is for my pipe-tard friend, Brutal Enough. So the name Meerschaum is of German origin, and when translated means literally sea foam because of the resemblance it bears to that substance when floated on water. Meerschaum is a clay mineral and belongs to a group under the heading of sepiolite, which is a hydrous magnesium silicate. Sepiolite is found in several parts of the world, including North Africa, Spain, USA, Russia, Turkey and East Africa. But it's only in the latter two countries that the occurrence of this mineral is in the form of meerschaum, suitable for the manufacture of smoking pipes. The deposits in Turkey have been known and worked for over 1,000 years. And when meerschaum was used by the Greeks as a form of soap, in North Africa and Spain, sepiolite was used as a building block. However, it is only in comparatively recent times that meerschaum has been put to its best use, tobacco pipes. In the 18th and 19th centuries, the raw material was mined by individuals living in the Eskişehir area of Turkey and sold to visiting buyers from Europe to be exported by them, a practice which continues today. The method of mining was, and indeed still is, very primitive. Each individual leases a small piece of ground, and mining is accomplished by digging unshuttered shafts, sometimes to depths of around 300 metres, and the miners descend in a bucket which is used to bring meerschaum to the surface. This is all operated by a hand winch, and the distribution of the mineral is very sporadic, so they have to work extremely hard to cover sufficient meerschaum to pay for their daily necessities. In Austria, Chris, during the latter half of the 19th century, a meerschaum pipe industry employing hundreds of people flourished. But with the advent of briar as a cheaper, albeit inferior smoking medium, the industry was dealt a severe blow, from which it has never really recovered. Meerschaum pipes are still made in Vienna, but output is negligible on a world scale. A few manufacturers in the United States import the raw material, but again, production of smoking pipes is small. The situation thus remained the same until the discovery of Amboseli block meerschaum and the establishment of the Tang and Yike Meerschaum Corporation. In the middle 50s, an old-time prospector, but with Land Rover instead of donkey, working in the shadow of snow-capped Kilimanjaro, stumbled upon what he took to be a piece of white rock. Upon lifting it, he was immediately struck by the extreme lightness of the material, and on throwing a piece into the nearby lake, Amboseli, was surprised to see that it floated. Although he was not aware of it at the time, he had discovered what is certainly the largest known deposit of meerschaum in the world. In Nairobi, Kenya, a group of businessmen got together to float a company to exploit the deposit of the manufacture of meerschaum pipes, and Tang and Yike Meerschaum Corporation was formed in 1955. You'll have to excuse me for pronouncing that, it's a difficult one for me. Tanganyika. A factory was established, and with the aid of some overseas manufacturers, the necessary pipe making machinery was installed. Also in 1955, mining began at Sinya in the world famous Amboseli Game Park. Initially, work was carried out by hand by the miners, and the miners were continually hampered by the presence of wild animals, notably elephant, rhino and lion. However, the permanent inhabitants of the park soon became accustomed to the presence of man, and with the introduction of heavy earth-moving machinery, restricted their activities to the hours of darkness. The deposit lies on the bed of a dried-out lake and was laid down over 1 million years ago by the action of then-active Kilimanjaro, which was a volcano. Coupled with incessant rains over the centuries, the meerschaum occurs in pockets or cavities in an up-thrust limestone ridge some 2 miles in length. These cavities will yield pieces ranging from fragments to what is thought to be the world's largest block of meerschaum, capable of being turned into more than 2,000 pipes. This massive chunk of meerschaum now occupies an honoured place in the head offices of the corporation in Arusha, northern Tanzania. At the mine, after extraction, the meerschaum is taken to a central cleaning area where all foreign matter is removed prior to the mineral being bagged for transport by lorry to the factory, a distance of 100 miles. In the factory, the meerschaum is cut into standard shapes, soaked in water to facilitate working, and then in a series of machines specially designed for the purpose, turned until the final shape is obtained. The old-fashioned Turkish meerschaum, whilst giving a fine smoke, has nevertheless a distinct disadvantage: fragility. To overcome this, the corporation, in conjunction with an old-established Belgian pipe-making firm, developed a hardening process, the result of which is a meerschaum pipe which will stand up to the rigours of everyday use. After more than 80 separate and distinct processes, the finished pipe is given a final polish and before packing for export is subjected to a critical examination by highly skilled inspectors. Although initially the corporation manufactured block Meerschaum pipes only, its activities have been greatly expanded and a comprehensive range of Meerschaum line briars is available, as well as the metal-stemmed Simba pipe and the unique Caveman. Indeed, the production of the world-famous Kiko overtook that of block Meerschaum pipes some years ago, and there are over 1 million satisfied Kiko smokers around the world today. A little bit of an history lesson. So, fantastic leaflet inside the fantastic box. And this one is what's called a Townsman, and it's even got its original chamois bag. So it's chamois leather to protect it, and there it is, unsmoked Ambosoli Tanganyika Meerschaum, the little elephant logo, beautiful stem, late 70s, 1980s probably. Metal insert screwed into the Meerschaum itself, and that because it matches what my pops had, what was given to him by my Uncle John. It's probably my dream pipe. So a double VR for Skylar. Look after them families, because they mean a lot. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Ta-ra.